needs to be woken up. It's not alive no more. You know, when we was here, bro, it was buzzing in these streets. We've been here the last couple of days. This ain't nothing buzzing outside.
And I had to go home early.
Bro, I'm leaving too. I thought I was about to stay here. I'm getting out of here. There's no energy here. Yeah. And this city deserves and needs a person that can bring that energy here and take it over. It's no one's here.
He would take
From
it
that
over.
standpoint of that buzz and that energy. When he came, it changed the entire, the culture here shifted. When Brian came, so I felt it alive and I felt it buzzing. Then I've been out here the last couple of days. I'm sleepy.
I've been in the house smoking hookah watching that
Yeah, I'm
old
sleepy.
clips.
Big break sponsored by the General. We're getting
That's crazy, y'all. That's crazy. They're talking about the city of Miami, one of the greatest cities in the world. Hell, one of the greatest cities in world history as far as the energy, the ambiance, the greatness. I remember when Shaq came down to Miami. Hell, he came to my middle school. Y'all know, shout out to my Pines Middle recipients before they rebuilt the school. Pre-rebuilding the school, Pines Middle. Y'all know, the youngsters don't know, but pre-rebuilding the school, Shaq came to my school before he built the 24-hour Shaq's gym, as they call it. 24-hour fitness, as it's called, right by Pines Middle. So that's number one. That's number one. And then when LeBron came, it was a buzz in the city. I remember me and my boys was at Hooters. It was jumping at Hooters when LeBron was down there, when Wade was down there, when Bosh was down there. The city was alive. South Beach was packed. We was at the Clevelanders jumping. We was at Hooters. Hooters was packed. It was a fucking vibe. It was a fucking movie down there. It was a movie. It was a movie down there. It was crazy. The energy was insane. The ambiance was next level, next tier. And the fact that Wade just said that, that's embarrassing. That shows what's happened to the city. The city was alive. The rap culture was turned. You had Goombay. You know what I'm saying? They just had to restart Goombay, I heard. See what I'm saying? Like, the city whenever did the city have to get some buzz to get back on where it needed to be? I've been gone. I came back to Miami, and I had been gone for about 5 years. 2026, I went and buried my great grandmother, and I went back to the city. And when I went out, I could see it was kind of weird. I could see it was like, I was like, okay. It wasn't whatever. And then I found out the worst news ever. See, I hadn't been back in 5 years. The worst news I ever heard. Post-COVID, they got rid of you being on South Beach. So if you wasn't at the club going down, like at a club or whatever, your ass wasn't going down the strip on South Beach during spring break or whatever. That was like the thing to do. In the heyday, go down on the strip on South Beach and just hit the strip, just hit Collins, hit Ocean, and your ass just loving it, boy. Your ass either in a polo, you in a nice jersey, or in a tank top, or you know what I'm saying. You get your drink, you be with your boys. You know what I'm saying. That was when it was at its apex. And then when LeBron was down, he went down in Miami, 2011. When he first came down, the city was alive. 2012, when they won their first championship, and they beat OKC, and LeBron dropped that 45 points in the crucial Game 6 against Boston to send that shit back to Miami for them to win the Eastern Conference Finals and go to the finals for his second trip straight in the finals. But in a crucial game, the city was alive. And then in the following year, when LeBron won his back-to-back MVPs and had the most efficient shooting ever in the league when the league was still the league, and he was shooting like 60%, he was shooting like percentages of a center, but at jump shooting ability, and then playing top 5 defense, and then should have won. That was his Defensive Player of the Year trophy that they racially or biased didn't want to give him because they probably had the he joined the Big Three hate, and on top of that Jordan hate, and on top of that the biased foreigner shit and the racist shit. Because like what Shaq said, like what Kobe said, Kobe and Shaq only got 1 MVP and Steve Nash got 2, Dirk got 1, and then they got bounced in the first round. And he was a fucking joke, and everybody was clowning them boys. Like, yeah, yeah. But back to the main topic at hand. The city was alive. In the early 2000s when I was growing up, the city was alive. Why? Because the U was dominating. The U, football. Miami has always been a football city. And then second is basketball. And nobody like no fucking baseball. And don't even get me started with no whack-ass soccer. They've been trying to terramorph the city. And in their process of terramorphing the city, you've destroyed the essence of the city. And now the shit is whack. And even the celebrities are saying it. There's no buzz in the city. Why is there no buzz? Because you try to push out the essence of the city. What's the essence of Miami? Foundational Black Americans. Oh. When we was dominating on the football field, who was them boys dominating on the football field in the 80s that turned up Miami, made Miami want to be that hotbed, that turned up city? The foundational Black Americans. Then in the 90s, when them boys got it back, it was the FBAs bringing that shit back with all that talent, that greatness, the blackness of the city was what made it great. Y'all tried to terramorph that shit and then make it something that it's not. You tried to bring in the Chicos to transplant the city. That's basically what they did. They brought in the Hispanics to transplant Miami. And everybody who's truly a Miamian, not a nigga who just got there 3 years ago, or these damn whack-ass, what is it called? Was it Twitchers and streamers? That's what the new thing is now. I sound like an old head. I'm young as shit. Like, what's that? What's the young whippersnapper thing? What's the thing now? The streamers that's now done came to the city and been on duck shit. And the foreigners who come to the city, they don't know the essence of the city. They just, oh shit, Miami. They just hear Miami. You don't know the city for real. The city was created, number one, incorporated by foundational Black Americans. That's number one. Before even the Bahamians talked that talk, before the Hispanics talked that talk, the city was created and incorporated by FBA. The city was the city that turned Cassius Clay into Muhammad Ali. It is Miami where he went and there was a Nation of Islam temple in there with Malcolm, and guess what ended up happening? He turned from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali in Miami. That's not an accident. One night in Miami, he was in the Harlem of the South, which was Miami, because they had so many prominent Black-owned businesses down there in that area in that time. And who was there? Sam Cooke, Jim Brown, Malcolm X, and Muhammad Ali. And then in the 80s, when McDuffie got killed and another brother got killed, what happened in the city? They turned the fuck up. They were doing the George Floyd uprising before there was a George Floyd uprising. They was turning the fuck up in Miami back in the 80s. Who was doing that? The FBA brothers. And you had to put your fist out to make sure your ass was black, or else you was getting your ass taken out of the car and slid off. That represents the city. Then in the 90s and the 80s, later 80s, when it was winning on them championships and all them coaches was coming down there, or Howard Schnellenberger, Jimmy Johnson, what's the name? Damn, I forgot the third one. Dennis Erickson, my fault. Dennis Erickson, Butch Davis. What they do? They recruited Miami. What is Miami? Did they recruit? Who do they recruit in Miami? Let me get a Miami guy. That means a Black American. Let me get an FBA brother to come dominate these football fields, because they got that edge, because they got that killer will, because they got that energy. And now, what happened in the post? I would say, in everything always is around the Obama era. I would say, what happened during the Obama era? Actually before that, what happened in the 80s? Or really prior to that, but what happened 80s, 90s, and then prior to that with Fidel and them and with the boys, number one, the goal has always been a form of genocide. Now, can they do the genocide overtly? No, because there's pushback. It's going to be blood on blood. But can they do the genocide quietly? Yeah, they'll inundate with TV. They'll push the drug culture into the community. They'll miseducate. They will break up the traditional family structure. They'll imprison the father. They'll feminist the mother. They will then warp the kid and have him miseducated. So then it's the school to prison pipeline, or be a hoe, or be a drug dealer, or be adopted by a white society, a white framework, and have an anti-black nature, and have a self-hatred complex. That's been the strategy used besides overt genocide. If they could, they would, but they can't. So that's been the soft power, the soft genocide, the death by 1,000 cuts. And so in the case of Miami, why is the city now dead? Because they soft genocided the city. They gentrified the city out. They decided to tear down the Orange Bowl and then build a whack-ass baseball stadium. They decided to give Messi a bunch of money and build a soccer stadium. Nobody going to watch no whack-ass baseball and soccer in Miami. Nobody give a fuck about no baseball and soccer in Miami. We dominated that sport in the past time just to prove to the white folks that we was better than them already. And once we got Hank Aaron to hit the home run king, Satchel Paige to dominate, Willie Mays and the boys to dominate, we was like, this game is actually boring. We don't like it. But we like football, but we like basketball, and we dominated them shits. But what did the city want to do? What did Miami City want to do? They wanted to make sure that the essence of the city, yeah, we built it up, but the essence of the city was crushed and pushed out. So what was used? Pricing them out. Miami's real estate market is astronomically high. It's the same house that would cost $1 million here, or not even going $1 million. The same house that would cost $200,000 here costs basically $15 to $20 million in Miami. Rent that would cost $1,000 to $1,800 here costs $2,200 to $3,000 there. It's insane, and that's done on purpose. And there can be laws in place. It's not like these are just, oh wow, this is just how the market is, and we can't control it because it's some unseen force like gravity and pull or universal truth or whatever that can't be unbound, like cause and effect. No. These are human laws, human prices being made, and just how human prices can go up, the human prices can go down. It's something called capital controls, exchange controls, price controls. This was being all done during the FDR era, during the 1930s and 40s and shit, that helped to get America into the dominant power that it became post-World War II. If those tactics can be done at a time where America was at its greatest impasse, then that could be done right now in the city. And then you could bring back what made the city, and then transform that shit and get it back to where it was at and beyond where it was at. That's why right now, if you just notice, that's why they hurried up and let get to the championship. You thought that was an accident? They want that buzz back. They're like, oh shit, we gotta get some commerce back. We're losing business. We're losing money. Nobody wants to come here no more. They need it's the buzz is in here. Yeah, because you done fucked up the city. You tried to terramorph the city. You tried to terraform the city and turn it into something that it's not. Like, well, the city, like, they like sport. You try to like create a narrative and then supplant that narrative on the city. Well, they like sports and they like entertainment. So what we're gonna do is, and we're gonna replace hip hop and black music, and we're gonna have salsa, reggaeton. That'll be good for them. And then we're gonna transplant baseball and soccer, and we're gonna replace football and basketball and make the dominant sport in Miami baseball and soccer. No. And not only will we do that, we'll be able to we'll bring the marquee soccer player down here. We'll bring Messi down here. The city's still dead because that don't represent the city. You could bring the best soccer player of all time and you got Messi. And the city has no buzz. You just built the man a whole stadium. No buzz. Nobody going to see that shit because that's not what makes the city the city. What makes the city is the people who built the city, which was Black Americans. And then what did they like? What was popular? Football, basketball. That's why when UN was popping, the city was popping. That's why when Wade was dominating, when Shaq came down, the city was popping. When LeBron came down there, when Chris Bosh came down there, when Wade was still there, the city was popping. The city ain't called El Castro Losto, Como Estas, Tubi. No. The city was called what? Wade County for a reason. It's not called Messi Midway. Fuck going on, man. That's real. I'm just giving straight facts, boy. This coming from the dome. And if a celebrity superstar like Shaq and Dwaynewade, I'm talking about, I took a nap, I had to leave because ain't no buzz in the city, and these are celebrity. They're over. They're talking about they in the house watching highlights and sipping hookah and chilling. That's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves down there. And that's why the buzz need to come out. We need to get that We need to get that. You know what I'm saying? Get that turnt back, man. Sure, they need to. This is what I would do to bring the city back. Number one, I would get way more security during spring break and all events. But I would bring back the South Beach turn up era. Like, you could walk down if you want to go on Fat Tuesday. You go on Fat Tuesday. You want to walk down Collins and Ocean. You could do that. What the fuck you talking about? Oh no, we ain't gonna do that because da 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 da. What? What are y'all doing? The fuck are y'all doing? And then on top of that, just to add one more, they always been racist, but even more, you a celebrity, Tyreek Hill getting hemmed up, going to the game. He got a knee injury. The damn police officer, racist ass Chico, on his damn fucking broken leg and shit that he has to repair, rehabs to right now. If I was him, I'd sue the damn Miami Police Department for what they did. You got an NFL primetime player. He got a knee injury that he's trying to rehab, and you pulling out of the car and putting your knee on the brother's leg that he makes hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars off of. And we know that was, honestly, truthfully, I believe that shit was done on purpose, man. I believe not only did they do that to profile, they know who the fuck he is, but they were jealous. So they wanted to, when I say stop, you heard the damn police cam tape. When I tell you stop, you stop. Just hating on the brother because he dominating, making millions, and pulling hoes that y'all don't pull and never could pull. And that's real. That's real. That's real. That's real. I just had to make this video because I was down there and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I was down there and I saw my friend, my boy Mike, and he was telling me that they got rid of the whole South Beach spring break flow. They got rid of the summer flow when you used to go down there. They don't even got Zoe Summer Groove no more. That used to be turnt. They just brought back Goombay. You know what I'm saying? Next time I hear it, hey, they're not even selling cut for this no more. I'll be like, what the fuck? Yeah, ribs aren't allowed no more. Yep, gotta eat empanadas now. This shit crazy, boy. Shit crazy. This shit crazy. This shit's crazy. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about. But that will bring the city back. Everybody trying to figure out, okay, we'll bring back the greatness. We'll bring back this and that. That will bring everything back. If you do exactly what I said, you make it so that those who founded the city have a place to live in the city, have an economy to be able to sustain themselves and thrive. Not even just sustain, thrive, be abundant, live comfortably, live in luxury. You do that, you got there's gonna be a buzz. You're gonna feel that, oh damn, okay. Damn, like the crib, okay. Damn, yeah, the crib, like you know. But yeah, man, that was just crazy. The fact that even Wade and Shaq were feeling that shit. That's how you know it's bad. When superstar celebrities who own the city and made the city what it is are talking about, I left early. It was no buzz down here. Yeah, I decided to just pack it in. I just stayed in my room. So, yeah. And I'll go take it a step further. Not only do you bring everything back that was, and bringing the FBAs back, like bring a welcome home back. 'Cause there's a lot of brothers who are all over the United States and sisters, a lot of black Americans who grew up in Miami, who would want to return to the crib, but they pricing everybody out the game, and they done did whack shit like this. If you made it an incentive for them to come back and be like, hey, we're gonna move in a brand new house, and everybody who's a Miami and not no damn transplant who heard about it or just was visiting 5 years ago. No. The ones who was really from there, the ones who got grandmas from there, great grandmas from there, the grandmamas from there, the ones who got their whole lineage is buried down at the crib. Come back, come home. Yeah. It's time to come home. It's time, bro. Y'all, we need y'all. This shit whack. We need to have and then have like parties. Like, hey, this is a Miami reunion party for all the South Floridians who were gone. That'll bring buzz back. Everybody be like, oh shit, okay, yeah, this is how it feels. Bring back South Beach. Bring back how South Beach was. And then put out the PSA to the new generation who made it so that they even had to enact some whack ass shit like that. Cause the damn Z's and later generation, like the damn Z's and they whack ass shit they was doing dumb shit. A bunch of guns on South Beach shit. South Beach was known as neutral territory. Dumbass, y'all fighting and shit. We trying to, man, Miami, it was just about getting lit, turning up, having fun, and messing, yeah. Like I don't know what they was on to get, cause 2020 I was there. 2020 I was there. Was that 2021? I don't think I was there 2021, but I know I was there 2020. Yeah, I was there 2020. And I was there, was I there 20? No, I was there 2020 for sure. I was there 2020 with my jersey on. And it was still good. It was still vibing. And so they used, now you get what they used. They used the COVID thing when they were having all those restrictions and they shut down South Beach. I remember that. It made me end up going to Tampa during that time period when they shut down Miami. I was like, what the fuck, they shut Miami down? They used that excuse to then make the city permanently like that. And now, like I said before, even celebrities are saying this. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And to make more clubs where people are dancing, all this, a club and everybody sitting down. I went to one there. It was like everybody got a little whack ass section. What is this shit? I was like, bro, what the fuck is this? Is this a cafeteria? And just a jock table here. No, the essence of a club and shit like that was a party scene. You had a bar here, main dance floor where people can dance. Not just a bunch of sections and little cut-offs and shit. I'm like, even that's whack. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, what is this? What is this? So I saw that as well. I'm like, that's why the shit turned into that. And it's no buzz. Like you said, it's zero buzz. If you do that, bro, the city will not only be alive, it'll be thriving. You'll be like, oh shit, this how it used to be. This the stuff, yeah. This is why we was out every other night. And if any other group has any problem with it, like, take it up with those who are actually made the city what it is and are the reason why Miami is. Not people who were able to get a leg up, number one, and then also able to get in league with the government to transplant the people who created the city. That's real. So, boom. We're gonna leave it like that. And if you need one more thing too before I get off. One more thing to Wade when he was talking about that energy back, somebody to take over the city. Right here, bro. Right here. Oh, and no athlete, no none of that. But I know I know how the city should be. For real. And you know what I'm saying? Like the fanfare, the buzz, the whole shebang. Shit, might need to make a brother bear. Straight up.